Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be...
Well met.
Hail! You a soldier? We've had to start sending out...
Is that so?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way then?
Ocado. To be honest,
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area?
this is the first I'm hearing of it. Say, you seem stout of heart. You've my thanks.
We must fly to the aid of those in need. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. Think not. Battle is best avoided. One of us has been drenched. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the...
Is that all of them? Yeah. You have my thanks. I've only just enlisted. You saved me this time. Well, I'd best be...
Then I shall remain by your side.
Hail, friend.
Aye, that it was.
'Twas a bit too early. We'll be extending...
Speaking of...
Putting that aside, I do believe our party would stand to benefit from the addition of a sorcerer. At last we've arrived, delivery in hand. This is generally used as a material.
That's everything. Oi! Did you need something? This is... Why? Why should I have to... And make haste? Well, go on.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me? Well, you best get to it then.
Best report back. Here we are.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! On here. I'll be heading back to the encampment.
Shall we report our results? Sir Marcus was well pleased, Master. Shall we report our success to Sir Geoffrey? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way. I've been at this for quite some time and have much to share. If you've need of any advice, just say the word. Very well. I shall await further orders.
and let me come.
Hold on.
Boy, many thanks. As I hear it. Anyway, you've been a great help.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? It's a human! Here we go again. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master? 'Tis a remarkable treasure we've found. 'Tis a glad thing we rested where we did. Read your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap. Let me get that. Now here's a surprise. Very well. I shall return. endeavor. Then I shall remain by your side.
Gran, I want to learn magic, please.
This again, child. You know full well your father has forbidden it. There are plenty of things more deserving of your interest. Why not turn your aspirations elsewhere?
Why must you always take Father's side? I'd have thought you'd understand how I feel better than anyone.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
Why won't they let me study
I have things to do.
What am I to do with that girl? Would that I could allow her to do as she pleases, but...
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
What is it? 'Tis dreadful dull round here. How long do they mean? All I want is to study magic, but if only I had a grimoire or two, then I could if you find any grimoires, would you bring them to me? You needn't seek them out. Any you happen to find will do. Still, I'll write up a list of the tomes I'd most like, so you know which ones to keep an eye on. There. All done. Mayhap I was a little overeager, but you needn't bring them all. Oh, and Gran is like to confiscate the grimoires should she espy them. Pray.
So, we are to scour for the grimoires on Miss Trish's list. Look there. I espy another statue. Very well. I shall return. Tis broken, but methinks there is still a way forward here. Freshly rested, this battle ought to be in our favor. Battle is best avoided here. common reward. Frustratingly so. One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Time here. Be vigilant. We do not yet know when... place to harvest some ingredients. I'll hold into this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage. Not like a feast to get you ready for bed. I shall wait. One never can have too many of these. Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like.
What is it? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. No. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. Apologies for assuming. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastren. At the very least, I'd like to... Easier said than done. What I wouldn't give for some... Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask. Much appreciated.
Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military. An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here. We could add a warrior to our ranks. What say you, Master?
Let the captain see my name.
Well met. Fancy a gander? Fine goods for sale. Always a pleasure. Well met. Always a pleasure.
Thankless job, this.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale. Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale. Always a pleasure.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. Those weapons you got... Yeah, the recruits still lack for motivation. They need someone to act as an example. A dedicated soldier.
Goodness, we're higher up than I'd thought. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it. We have found a material. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
These things are truly defeated when their skull snapped beyond repair.
So, this is Menor. The scars left by the dragons are...
I've a selection of where? Fulminous shield. I picked it up in Mel. Can't speak for its contents. But it's certain. Hope to see you again.
Hast thou forgotten?
Pull back!
Pull back! Can you hear me, sir? Sir! Thank goodness. This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray. After all, I know you suffered for it. I'm sorry to hear that. A great many were, but you must be special.
I am of the board.
Ah, the ruler of Vermont. If you claim the same, I dispatched a missive of... Would you be willing to accompany... Oh, but I would not depart. Come to think of it, mayhap now would be a good time to...
Shall we seek some answers?
Well, you ought to not strain yourself.
Little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
Oh, no. I'm an apothecary in training, so when I have... But, well, it will be a shame to return empty... What? Suppose there's no harm. Seems my luck's not...
We could make the...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit, Robert? Oh, I haven't much to offer him.
Well met. She told me all about it. I'm in your debt. Now, tell me. Perhaps you already know. Well, now, go on. 'Twill only... If there is aught you wish to know of vacation... Very well. There is... But I shan't take up any...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both... roles myself. But enough about me. Do come again.
What should I get up to today?
So this is where you've been.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen, brave fool. I'll go and search. I'm not afraid, so I thought... Please, sir. I worry. Many thanks. Go into the forest. This won't work, will it? For my brother and I suppose there's only one. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. I'll need you to watch. Right.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account. Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
First and foremost, my thanks. Are you ready? Very well. Speak.
Then I shall remain by your side. Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. Just yonder looks to be a good...
This is a good spot. I've camped here with my brother.
Trounced our foe, well and true.
Aye, 'twas a near.
I think I'll be all...
Save your thanks, Norbert.
From where I'm standing, anyway. The sooner the better.
Aye, you're here, Nokum.
There is no telling what perils we may face. We must be ready to protect our charge at a moment's notice.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
Back at luck.
Aye, I'm exhausted.
Good on you. You wonder why I don't follow? When my brother told me, and I was right. My brother is always the... But today's missing. We managed to save still. I can't, so from now on, I'm...
Sir Norbert safely returned. Melv shan't lack the medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say.
Hell, as you can see, we're... What say you? Would you be willing to... Excellent. You're a good... Here's what I need from you. I'd like to... I've prepared some...
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
Toiled long enough.
Well, that's to finish the job. With any luck, this... But pray, you must make sure you're a... Good. You'll find...
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Make haste, then. We must leave very well. Speak with me once you've...
Done right.
Our bed calls, and I shan't resist.
You've done it, and I must say, watching you... or in any event, thanks to...
Our task is complete.
Make haste, then. We're good. Then let us be on our way.
Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Lest hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust.
I doubt our attacks will reach it from this distance. Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you?
An Arisen.
An Arisen?
'Tis uncertain.
What?
I'm well aware if the claim is false. All's been arranged.
I'm off to the tavern.
An ox cart with...
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing it along.
Anyone gives me something that takes a steep.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this.
Took more out of me than I would have liked. Harpies, Master! Seek to fire! Just recall.
What's this? We're trapped! Fire!
A cyclops. Pray, be on your guard.
You have my gratitude. I had taken it. The value you give it to one of the... You're free to make your own way. Of course, if you'd rather... Well now, the road's blocked. A powerful current. Ah, here's the cart now. Very well. But for your own sake, I recommend you make your way to the capital.
Very well. I shall return. At once, Arisen. I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. Tis somewhat lamentable that none of us are fighters. Now, what might that be? An ox cart. Now here's a surprise. Tread carefully. There is no telling what might lurk within. Have you grown accustomed to the adventuring life? If there's anything you're unsure of, I would fain be of aid. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Goblins, Master! I will use this opportunity to gather my strength. I shall remain by your side.
What is it? Very well. Board the...
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've...
Should have known I'd not let her up.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Seems we drove... Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? I hope to see you in the capital. What is it? Changed you? All right. Into the ark.
We're setting out. Jump on it.
I was informed of your coming would be...
Captain Brandt, though I admit
This one's not a...
As decreed by that arisen now, it follows therefore. You must submit to question. I shall conduct the interrogation. I beg your forgiveness for my... If the Queen Regent had... I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender. Lest my actions, then you have truly lost your memory. You. And some days passed. The people rejoiced, yet not a... Your arrival would have... The assassination thus. Following that, however, I shall devise some plans to... This one's cleared of all suspicion.
Consign it! You there! Did you see an urchin? Many thanks. I'll catch that rat.
You're a kind one. In fact...
Aha!
Oh, apologies, but I'll check...
That we still have no inkling of the false...
Sir Beren seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
What am I to do? Hail, friend. I've an eye for people. I'm in a bit of a... Fear not. I'd be much obliged. Sound appealing?
Oh, what does this say?
Well met, sir. I thought so. That girl's all... Now listen, 'tis a... Welcome and well met. Do come again.
Come, I'll lead the way.
You've come, so what say you? Many thanks, friend.
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
I don't know what to do. What to do? I've no mother. I wanted to get them a present. The problem is, do you think you could help me? Oh, for true. I'm sure you'll find they're pretty. Hoya Risen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just these say. Would you mind terribly? See, one of my all you have to do. But there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone for true? I'll be waiting. Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, say, aren't you? Well, I'll tell you. Not to say I'm unhappy. I want to tell them how. Oh, it's so shiny.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
All this worrying's getting me.
Oh no!
Nary a tail to be.
This is a disgrace.
Arms for the... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for... Few can afford perpetual... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for... Many thanks. Well met, Sir Arisen. Few can afford perpetual... Well met, Sir Arisen. Many thanks. Ah, hold on a... You see, one of the... Malcolm, his name. This building's very... Might I impose on you...
What we need now is information. The question is, where to find it?
Malcolm. Don't know why he bothered.
Got to sell off what I can. What...
Is we were supposed to go. Wish he'd woken me up.
We'd best report back.
Ah, but you mentioned... Come, I fear the... Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this... Look, there, a hole. There is naught to be done, but let us make haste.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Malcolm, you have my...
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe books, sir.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to...
You ought to follow close behind.
Heavens, isn't it, 'Tis quite a find. Why, I've ne'er seen. Might I ask that we cannot allow... We ought to entrust... As for you, Malcolm...
Oh, but...
However, let's investigate this place.
It near boggled.
The book's nest.
Nothing ever seems to happen round here.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it. Yet I cannot seem to resist. Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Wouldn't say no to a nice I'm dead on my feet. Maybe I'll get right here.
Still a while to go. At least here I can enjoy my own company.
Why are you doing this?
Time to be heading home.
least here I can enjoy my own company.
This is my favourite place in all the
Your Majesty, 'tis not a matter for prying in. As I informed you, should Disa denounce you. Yet if we are to prove it was delayed so that the central players in the none would be able only select members. If your Majesty is to be counted the citizenry, what say you? I thank you. The first is Trevo mine. Next is Half Village. Finally, there is much we ought to tend to. You will need to infiltrate. I have attempted to do what that I could undertake. What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to... There is much we ought to tend to. Of all those who serve I refer to Waldar many a time as Disa and many a time as them. Our laws dictate that. Thus, what say you? I prepared a means. This mission demands the utmost. Should you be discovered,
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vote. Forgive me, but you see, as we currently and we cannot simply purchase, so regrettably I cannot. Let me see. What else? Methinks Roderick will be able to. He runs the local arm. May fortune smile upon you.
First, we must find out how to procure what we require. Then our search can begin in earnest.
Hoi, fair warning. From the tell of it, pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack.
Oh, I possess no... Those of other races differ. That's all 'tis, mind. And even if I did, no matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be. You would say fascinating, such as this boast. Well, why do you stare? I suppose I sought in the timing could not be... Forgive me. Every elf undergoes that. I had been training most indeed. I grew so vexed thanks to you. It might be just what I need to find my aim. Many thanks. But this is no place to... That's where I train, you see. I do hope you'll join me.
It would seem we've a need to visit the palace.
Say, no need to be humble. Pray, sir, I'm after an instruct. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone. And I suppose you wouldn't recommend... Many thanks, sir.
There's a ladder here. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. We're here, and none the we shall await you here.
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
Too many undervalued.
Townspeople depend on me.
Polished it this morning. Well, this is no good.
It's too quiet here. Our brigands lurking about.
'Tis best you pray, be cautious.
Who's there? Pray, keep your... Could it be that you have I? It was never my intent, but that is no longer a concern. My work. Could Mother have had a...
Regentkin's... Me? Then start searching, you fool.
Forgive, this room turned up. I'll head out first and speak.
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep.
Somehow my feet always carry me.
My feet at the moment.
Wise are as discerning. Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir. But there isn't to be a masquerade this day.
Headful drove ought to go so right.
Done by dust.
Lost
A
track of
welcome
time.
respite from all that hustle and bustle. I swear I've not blinked once. Such quietude is a blessing.
I could see myself being a kid.
So, you've...
Can't expect to fare so well.
Would that I ne'er had force to draw steel.
I've had damn near enough of wastrels and coos.
How are we to follow such worn-out gear?
Not sure how much longer I can.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Tomorrow.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Aha! Or have you proof? Ah, by that mark. This reminds me of a he went before the and what befell him? Ha! I dare say your escape here, and I needn't. That said, tell me, does that ring? Oh, guide me outside then.
Pray they ne'er put gold in my pocket.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Aye, if you truly... Words may be mayhap the knowledge I've gained.
I'm surrounded by winds on all sides. Life's been pretty kind to me, comfortably.
There's not I love more than a saucy water.
May the heavens shield us from this.
is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in this scrap? This alone can prove little. To think, 'tis a surprise. If Regent King Sven, you have done well, your majesty. There is much we ought to tend to. It seems Magistrate Ward mayhap to be... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you.
A result to be proud of.
Well, we serve all manner of fine ales here. How extraordinary.
If 'tis an obscure text we seek, methinks Magistrate Woldhar is our best hope. His knowledge of tomes is unparalleled.
Welcome.
This looks as good a place as any.
What am I supposed to do?
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich?
Shall we get some rest then? Good morrow, everyone. I sense eyes upon us.
My. 'Tis obvious. Let's just say there are... I was to report on your... But I suppose that's so. How about it, friend? Understandable.
You there!
Shit! We're in for it!
With all likelihood, we will hear all he has to say. What catches your eye?
Yes, sir!
Gather round, gather round. What did you think of that? 'Twas well told, and I'd heard tell of a beg, and by the look of it, he doesn't appear...
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Treat your ears to a tale by master storyteller.
Oh, are you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask.
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look. Many thanks.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here. If 'tis an obscure text...
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to
I've brought you a gift.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Never mind what they say. I'll hold
my head
makes
high.
waste, as they say.
Oh, it's not the doctor exam yet since he...
I understand how you must. There is no medicine that I am caring for. However, mayhap convalescent.
Home, you...
Dear, we are pressed.
All right, he's staying.
I will look after him.
Over here, if you would.
Sir, 'tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I regret that I cannot to mention. Oh. You would procure it yourself? In that case, the slums are a bit. We do what we can. Your aid is most appreciated. Yes, sir. Have you? Unfortunately, I can give you. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? As servants of the gracious, yet, at times, perhaps you will recall the parents who were here, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man, claiming to be a... So, he was put into...
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
Here he is. This young man we've been administering, to be perfectly honest, after all. But I suppose I ought not... Come!
Psst. You listen, the sister's here. It started with a slight... See that empty bed? He told me he was feeling better. Mayhap I'm just imagining. Pray.
Yes, Master.
Might you be a friend of... There has been talk of sending him down to the basement. That is, none of the other sisters are... Teles. She gives the patients a special medicine, which is to be... And yet...
So, a nun saved the abbess? You've done this much for me. You've my thanks. Of course, all the better should you find evidence fit to implicate her. See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, so I beg you, sir, find...
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds. How might we enter the basement sick room?
What should I do? What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Do you know the river close by? That's a problem for the I was thinking you could help the I'll help too. Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! Listen, I was talking to the priest. Thanks. Now lots of people, the priests, have been treating... I want to help, apart from ask you, that is. I'll talk to the priests in the... Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair.
Just remember, Austin Day. I've somewhere to...
you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just Oh,
Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time. Oh, pray, excuse me. Might I beg a moment of your... My master is in need of aid, you see. Oh, thank you. Might we continue this conversation? You will find my master's...
All this hustle and bustle was right.
There's a ladder here.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when to the foremost hospitality.
Much obliged.
This inspires naught but misgivings.
Oh, but I forget. I should like to... She is the spitting. It is my hope that...
Diana!
Young master,
Diana has the right. I seek only the freedom. My mother is bedridden, you see. Whenever I am absent, by leaving a look, would you be willing to lend your... Splendid!
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed...